is Maria with the Savvy Homeschooler Planner, and today's tutorial is how to use the messaging system within the student and parent portals. Okay, I am in a customized version of a student portal. This is actually one of my children's, and I'm just still setting up their school year for the fall. But first of all, let's just talk about this family announcement as a reminder. This section, once you see a little golden border, that means that whatever is written inside this box is displayed across every portal, and also the parent receives it. So these are great for general messages that you want everyone to see all at once. Okay, let's talk about the individual messages though. So if you are watching this and this message system does not match yours, you can contact me and let me know, and I can update that for you. I'd have to individually do that, so just let me know. All right, but anyway, Josh, the reason why I created this is because during the school years, my children would need my help and I'd be helping another person and I might forget. So this is something that they can make sure that they did tell me that I needed to see them, and that's their way of alerting me. So I would post a message, and right here, and it will open up in center peak, and they can erase this and then type in their actual name if you want. Okay, and then we want to put for mom, name 2. Oh, to mom, because I'm writing as if I'm my son. And then the message is where he could type right here. So let's just say, I need your help with my lab report. Okay. And then he needs to also type in the status of the message. Is it a reminder? Is it needs attention? So we're going to put needs attention. And then that's it. And then he clicks back out of the box. And now his message has been sent to my page. All right, so let's go look at the mom's page. So here it is. So we have it in the parent portal. It says from Josh, but I also have it located in the home page as well. So if your home page, if you use the home page more than the parent portal, you could also see the message here. So right here, you'll see it. Okay, so that is just something I wanted to let you know. All right, I'm going to go back to the parent portal, and then this is the way a parent would respond. So let's look down here. So in this parent portal, you want to click in the picture. You just click the picture. You ignore everything from the top. You want to change the message status. We're going to change that first. And we're going to put either open to acknowledge or responded. I'm going to respond because there needs a response. And I'm going to put today's date. I have to manually type that in. And then it's going to be for mom. And then this is where you type your response. So I'm going to type my response here. Also, I want to let you know, you can add names. So say it could be a specific, if you don't go by mom, you can go by, your first name. You can add things in there and it will just automatically include that into your suggested names that you want to select. Okay. All right. So this is for mom. To mom, from mom. Okay. This is where I'm going to type my response, and then I would say, I will be with you at 2 p.m. And then I'm going to hit responded here. Okay, so we want responded checked. This also checked. Okay. So now he knows at 2 p.m. on his side. Let's look at his message is now showing responded. He can see and that I have responded and when I will be there. Okay, so now let's see. Well, you're pretty soon your messages are going to start piling up if you don't know what to do with them. You don't want to delete them because sometimes it's nice to have a storage of what messages have been sent, or otherwise you can't delete them. If you want to just directly delete them, you can just hit delete right here, move to trash. You just find those little arrows, these little dots, and select it. Okay, but say you want to archive them and save them. The parent is the only one that's able to do that. So in the message right here, it's come 2 o'clock and this message is no longer something I need to look at. I can hit archive right here, and then it will hit archive check messages, and now my messages are back to clear. And I want to show you, if you wanted to see archived messages, you would just have to click this view, and there's the old message. And these are past messages from previous demos that I've done. But yes, okay. Speaking of views, this one is the view for current week messages. Remember, in any type of filtering, views, you can filter out what you don't want to be seen. So here is the filter. I put date created this week. It could also be this day. So it depends on how you want, how many messages you get throughout your week. So it could pile up a lot. Personally, I am going to use just for this day because I personally don't want to have so many messages. So I'm going to change this to this day. Okay, now let's get into a little bit more nuance about customizing the from the student. So let's go to Josh's portal and say, instead of saying, if we click on the little gearbox right here, you'll notice it will say add page to messages as from student, and it will say, you can't see it in here, but it says, oh, let's see, I can collapse that, as from student. It'll say student number 1, that little thing right here. We want to change that, and what if we just want it to be from Josh? And that we can change that. So what I'm going to do is, we don't change it in this little gear. We want to go to this view right here. So work with me here. It's a little bit more steps, but don't worry, it's not that much. So we want to go into this view by clicking on it, and we want to click the 3 dots here and show data source title. So let's open up the actual data source. And now we're going to click on it. And we are going to this little down arrow right here. And see, it says from student 1. These are all templates. So you can manually create the templates based on your children's names. So he was student 1 from when we first set him up. So I would automatically use this one. And I would now, I'm going to edit it. So you want to hit edit. And you just want to put from Josh. And now whenever he sends a message, it'll always be from Josh. So let's go back. Let's go back to, you just want to hit the arrow back on the browser to get you back. So now it says from Josh. Okay. Let's get back out of here. Josh's portal. All right. Remember, we went here into the post message. I went to the gearbox. Let's go to the gearbox again. And now it says from Josh. So it automatically synced to this little thing. So now when he writes a message, it'll just say from Josh, and he does not have to enter anything. Okay, so that is one of the ways to customize and edit the actual the automation part. All right, one more thing I forgot. How about if I just want to send, as a parent, I just want to send a message because I need to alert them of something, so to an individual student. So let's go back to the mom's portal. Let's go to my portal. I'm going to go ahead and archive this, and archive that. Okay. This is for me if I want to send a new message. So if this is not a response, the post a message, this is for brand new messages to the children. So I can hit post a message, and it's from me. So I can also change that to from dad or whoever it is. The date created shows up, and then the name too. So now I get to put, now I can actually put to Josh. And this is where you can add names, and you'd have to click on the name right there. So, excuse me. And then the student portal, you'd also want to put his, so it goes to his portal, attaches there. And then I want to put here, walk that to before you leave today. Okay, so I'm just sending him a quick message, and then I'm going to put the message down. It's a reminder. And now I'm going to get out of here, click out. Okay, so now it shows up also on my list. And so let's go back to Josh's portal. He sees a message from me. He clicks on the image up here, not down here. So up here, and that brings that open. And then he needs to respond, date responded. He can just put 070326, and name from, and then he also puts his name, but it should show up once it's there. It should show up. Okay. And then he types his response. Just say okay, and he'll put responded, and then change the message status here, opened and acknowledged, like that. So now let's go back to Mom's portal, and now she sees, okay, he opened it, he acknowledged it, he actually responded. I'm going to click responded here, and then I can also archive that later. All right, so I'm going to archive that. And that is all about the messaging system. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing, but I found it to be helpful during the school year when if you have more than one student, I have 4, well, actually 3 right now, 3 current. And so this has been helpful to make sure that I get to see all my children and make sure that they know that they are heard. All right, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.